Are you live?
It's our Halloween setup.
I don't see you showing live on my screen. So hold on.
Probably because of the lag.
Hey, yep, there it is.
See?
I better turn down the
volume.
volume.
You better turn that down.
All right. Okay.
Was everybody? We have
just 2 people in here.
2 people.
Garnet Toll says, I'm looking forward to this video as always. And Chris says, same reason you wouldn't share insider trading info. Knowledge is power and no good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished is true.
Hey,
the grass shrimp.
The grass shrimp.
And that was, I believe, Mike. I remember the last name.
Hey, Brian. Yes, you are in a haunted house.
Our house is always haunted,
how do you
technically.
Like it? Hey, Jenny Stone.
Seriously, we have paranormal activity that has taken place in this house since we've owned it. So
yeah, it's a little spooky here.
Let's see, that's 15 years and counting.
This is actually our real house. We've just...
Actually, if you watch Jared's video, this is Julie's area where she does her photo editing with the turntable and all that for the rock reveal, which I now jokingly call Studio A. Not that we have a Studio B, I just think it's funny.
There we go. That's a little better. Oh, wait, I need to turn the lights on over here. There. I forgot to do that.
Oh, yeah, no, he claimed it. Sorry to say there.
I'll be right back.
But in your package, we sent you a couple of extras free. So do be on the lookout for that. So yeah, no charge to you. Oh, Jenny Stone's in. Oh, thanks, Garnet. Yeah, Jared actually did a really good video of our lapidary shop, I thought. I was really much more impressed with his video than I was impressed with how our place looked at the time. Gary's in the Blue Forest. Oh, well, awesome, Gary. Hi, good to see you. John Flugeman, good to see you. What was that cab you gave away? That was the Linite Agate from Central Idaho. And Gary Moore, who's on here, is the person that is the guy to get a hold of to purchase the material or get more information from or anything like that. And the claim itself in Central Idaho is for sale, and Gary is the person to talk on that too. We can send you the information. Just give us an email and we'll send it to you. Hey, Ray. We got a whole bunch of folks coming in.
Can you hear us okay? Is our voices okay? Any echoing? Hey, Boo.
Ghost Pepper's on.
Ken?
You know, it was the funniest thing, Ken. I looked at that name, I don't know how many times, and I kept going, Boot Loki, I know that from somewhere. And then finally we figured out it was Ghost Pepper, yeah. Michelle's on, let's be rocking. Hello, hello. Booty.
Booty. Booty.
Yeah, well,
since you're peppery, do you go by Hot Booty? I'm a dork.
Or Firebutt.
Depends on what you eat that day. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to show you guys that I got my new toy, the Mid-Wave UV light by Stymac. It is awesome. Check out this. Okay, so here's the agate. It's not wet or anything, but boom.
Hi, Tomcat Josh.
Look how that lights up. It's so cool. So green. And it's really good for photography too.
Vern's in.
And then check that one out.
Hey, you know something else, Jules?
What?
I just realized this is the first live you've done where we didn't have to close it and start a new one. It's like you actually figured it out.
I figured it out.
Hey, Jeff. Marcia, hello. Oh, the linite? Yeah, the linite is just
It's so pretty.
crazy beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Very, very pretty.
And really with the host rock that's on there, just lost my words, the dacite, it's got such a high silica content, you can actually polish it in its matrix, and the whole thing will have a nice polish to it. So if you just wanted to get a piece and have it as a display with the matrix, it's one of the better ones that you can do that with. Yeah, linite, got to get a hold of Gary Moore. And his contact information is in that particular video.
And it's in the description too. So if you don't want to
Yeah.
try to find it in the video, it's in the description.
I didn't know you did that.
I did.
So, she's smart.
I try.
Wicked smart.
I try. So, hey, Michelle.
Yeah, we're up to 21 at the moment.
All right.
Numbers keep going up, so we'll see what else happens before we get started, I guess.
Well, it's 6:04.
Hey, Daniel.
So, hey, Daniel. Yes, we have a Halloween setup. I love Halloween. We used to do this huge haunted house every year, and
He's asking about the linite. Yes, we do have some from our garage at the moment, but we haven't decided fully what we're doing with it yet. We still have some playing around to do before we
Yeah.
determine if we're gonna sell any of it or if all of it just ends up being display pieces here at the house. So
I don't know. Some of it might end up in a live sale.
oh,
You
Jenny
never know.
says another giveaway, possibly.
Oh yeah, we might.
Yeah, it could end up in a live sale here in the near future. That's a distinct possibility.
Yeah. Yep. So
So-
anyway, I love Halloween, and we don't have time anymore to set up a big haunted house anymore due to rockhounding. So I figured, why not do a set for just some Halloween decorations. I've made everything except for the pictures. I've made everything. Well,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
I mean, the pumpkin, that wasn't made.
yeah, the pumpkin wasn't made, but I made this. I made all the bottles.
All the bottles, yeah.
Like, I'll show you.
Halloween used to be really big in our house. We had a haunted house every year until rockhounding took over, and we haven't been able to do the haunted house since because there's no safe place to haunted house in a rock house.
Yeah. So I made these apothecary bottles. This one is Oil de Dragon. Has a whole bunch of dragon scales.
Yeah. And the grass shrimp said, thank you, currently rockhounding for that. Yeah, absolutely. Jared really did us a solid for us.
Yeah, he did. That's my elixir
Brought
bottle.
a bunch of you to us, which is really awesome.
Yeah, we really like Jared. He's awesome.
Yes, those are my childhood pictures. As you can see, not much has changed. And yeah, we do like humor there, grass shrimp, so fire away.
Yep, fire away. It's always a roast here at this house.
It really is. And our rule is if you can't laugh at yourself, you're not allowed to laugh at others.
Yeah.
So
And we're going to, actually, we're going to be going to Jared's shop and be doing a video as
Yeah.
well. So,
yeah, we're gonna go film his brand new shop.
yeah, we're going to get real jealous. Maybe get some ideas too.
Maybe club him over the head, take a few things.
Yeah, we'll get
I
some
mean,
of his saws.
You know,
I mean,
just take some really
yeah.
nice pictures, that's all.
Yeah, talk him out of some stuff.
Jared's great. Really do like him. He's just been a really wonderful friend to us. So
Yeah, helped us a lot. So,
yeah, absolutely.
all right.
I'm
Well,
up to 26.
let's get into our discussion here.
All right, let's get it rolling.
To share Rockhound locations or not to share? That is the question tonight. How do you guys feel about sharing locations? Because we have our feelings,
Which we'll share.
which we will share. We used to be big sharers.
You know, can I preface one thing?
Yes, please. Preface.
Okay. Some of you know me, some of you don't. But I know, and I've been told this a number of times, that sometimes I come across very intense and people think I'm angry when I'm not. I am an intense individual when I get into conversations that I'm passionate about, and I'm very blunt and direct. So don't think that I'm mad at anybody on the chat or watching this. I'm not. If I do happen to get a little more animated or forceful in how I present something, it's not directed at any of you. It's just the way I am.
And I'm dramatic.
They've called me the Angry Dwarf for a long time, so.
All right, so we have a couple of answers
So yeah, let me
here.
run through here. Cheryl says depends. Vern says I don't. Brian with 775, I always share. I don't need all the rocks. Ken says don't share. Grass Shrimp says the same about garages. Okay, I'm with you. Jenny Stone says depends on the rock. Jeff says some yes, some no. Michelle says I'm with Cheryl. It really does depend. And then back to Ken. Yeah, I agree. It does depend. And Jeff says he's the exact same way as me, which I gave my preface. So yeah, I get it, Jeff. It's just the way we are.
Vernon says if it's public, I would, but
I hate to have a place destroyed.
bingo.
Yeah. Are you bowed up and holding a pickaxe when you say other things, Brian? No, usually I'm kind of like in your face. Sometimes I do the knife hand. Emphasis point. No, I get very passionate about certain things, and sometimes it's just not received well by people, and it's not intended to be an angry rant. It just, like I said, I'm intense, I'm passionate, and that's just kind of how I roll. So
We might lose subscribers from this. We might gain some. I don't know. It all depends.
yeah.
Calm it down.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Ron says, I've seen a couple of locations that have been destroyed, not rockhounding, simply trashed. Yeah. So I guess maybe we should share our feelings on it then. Ray says it depends on the rock and if the location was given to me by someone else. Yeah, that's a pretty important factor too. So Jenny says you'll gain the good kind of subscriber.
You know what? That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, if you can't handle me, then you don't belong with us. That's
Yeah.
all there is to it. If Julie can handle me, I mean, come on.
I can handle him,
Of course,
but
she's pretty tough.
it does take a
so-
special kind of person to handle this guy. So
And a special kind of electronics called shock collar.
we don't talk about that.
Notice it's not on my neck. Yeah, you can guess where she put it.
On his foot.
Cheryl says if I don't know a person, I probably won't share. So that is probably the crux of the whole argument right there. Not knowing the person.
Yeah.
So for our personal experience, you want me to just kind of
Go
dovetail
ahead.
into that? We've reached the point now where we're not giving out locations to anybody. And the reason being is, one of the first reasons is Julie does a tremendous amount of research to find us locations that we can go and then try to ground truth. And hopefully we strike it and we get on something good. Sometimes we strike out and that's just the way it goes. And then we move to another location and we continue to try and ground proof and ground truth what she's researched.
Now, hold on. I need to add something to that. The reason being is because we now get so many requests.
Daily.
I mean, I'm not joking. If I answered everybody, if I tried, it would probably take me about 4 to 6 hours a day to answer everybody, to give them locations on where to go. And I can't do that anymore.
No, you just can't do it, period.
I just can't. No.
But that's the thing is Julie does a lot of research, and then we get together, we start going over all the different maps and figuring out what.
Just let me know where those diamonds are.
Yeah, figuring out what property status is, the land status, what's the strat. I mean, all these different things that we do together, and then we load up and out we go, and then we have somebody that just comes up and says, "What's the location?" Well, it's like, have you done any research, any work of your own? And that's typically not the case. But those are the messages that really just irritate me beyond belief. Is they'll just direct message Julie with, can I get the coordinates for, XYZ place? And
or
it's like,
coordinates for this.
we don't even know
Coordinates
you.
for that.
And then we have these other people, and this is the part that really has gotten under my skin, is these other people friend us through direct messaging and whatnot, and super sweet, just, oh yeah, I'm just trying to learn, and oh yeah, I just want to learn from you guys because you find such great stuff, and it seems like, you're this, you're that, whatever, kind of stuff. And then Julie will give them some coordinates out of confidence, saying, hey, okay, here's a place you can go to find some good stuff. Please keep it confidential because...
And these are places that I've researched and we've gone
she's done
out
the work for,
time and time and time again, and it's not a pinpoint in any Rockhound book or anything.
Just give the coordinates to Walmart, Ken said. Yeah, that'd be a good one. And Brian says he has the coordinates to our yard. That's the only spot he'll have.
Yeah, I know.
Come on down, man. You're free. We're not free to do that. We'll charge you for some of the rocks, but you're free to come down.
But you're gonna get a buttload.
You get a lot of rocks. But what ends up happening is then these people, a week later, they post it on social media, and it's usually not on our page. It's on other pages.
It's on other Rockhound
and says,
pages.
I'm going to go back next week. Who wants to join me? And it's like, wow, we just gave this premier spot to you.
Yeah. And then they go and they take everybody else. And then it's just
pretty soon the place gets depleted, because I don't know. So that bothers me. And then, of course, they start trash talking us after that about, whatever they think we are, even though they've never even met us. It's only been through direct messaging. So... and then there's others that we've given some, coordinates to, and then we've gone out after the fact, and they have completely destroyed an area. I mean, ripped down rock walls.
In a place where, again, it's not in a book, and it's destroyed.
Yeah, Vern says holes and trash everywhere. And Cheryl says give coordinates to the library. Maybe they'll get a clue. And the grass ramp. So you want us to ask Julie for coordinates. If you want a resounding no, sure, you can do that, because that's what we've decided is unless we know you and trust you completely, we're not going to give out coordinates to anybody anymore, because it's coming back to bite us. And I hate the fake friendship thing that these people are doing, and then they turn around and just throw us under the bus, Because,
people talk, and it always comes back to us, a lot of people, it comes back to us. And so we know who, we know who's in it to go pillage a place, and we know who's,
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. If somebody comes to us and they're new, we're going to help them learn how to find places for themselves. Not just no.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're going to steer you into, you can do the same thing that we've been doing. It's really not that difficult. There's this wonderful tool called Google.
It's a treasure hunt, honestly.
Ron says, yep, fill your holes and keep your trash. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Rockhounds out there that do not backfill their holes blows me away. I just don't understand that. It's just...
And it's
disgraceful.
There are some states that there's like Rockhound areas where they don't fill their holes, and they're fine with that. But here in the state of Arizona, there are cows all over the place, and the reason why you got to fill them in here is so that the cows don't fall in it and break a leg.
Well, that's part of the reason, but the main thing is you try to leave it the way that you found it. Granted, it's going to be some ground disturbance potentially, but you fill it back in. You're trying to help prevent the erosion factor. You're trying to help prevent damage to, cattle, wildlife even.
Wildlife.
And I know in Arizona, if you do something to a cow around here, like they break a leg in your hole or something like that, and the rancher can come back and actually pinpoint that it was you that did it, you end up with a pretty hefty price to pay, because you're going to pay for that cow and several generations of what that cow would have produced. So it's compounding.
My Rockhound buddy is a rancher, so I have to follow the rules, Brian said.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Being retired Forest Service myself, you know, granted, it was fire management, but, you know, 33 years, you get involved in a lot of aspects of what the Forest Service does. So it wasn't just always fire. We were doing we had our fingers in a lot of different things, helping out the other aspects of our coworkers and whatnot. And so you learn these things, and that's why we follow the rules the way that we do, is because I know better, and there is no way in the world I want us to get slapped around for doing something that I know for a fact is a violation of the ethics or the rules and those types of things. And it's also just kind of just who we are. I mean, we try to be morally good people. I don't say I get it right all the time, but I try, you know. Some more things here. It says, Cheryl says, I don't want the coordinates. I'm just going to track you on OnStar.
All right. Bring it on, Cheryl.
Jenny Stone, bot holes only. Yes. Show me your bot hole.
Okay. Funny thing about that, we're going to make a mug for Easy Rockhound Expeditions. Oh my gosh.
My chair almost went over. I was reaching for something. Yeah, it's going to be like one of these.
So we're going to make a mug, and I'm going to take one of our Betroidals with the hole, and it's going to say something like, ask me about my bot hole.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, and these ones say Arizona hurts, but the agates are worth it. So
my bot hole is cooler than your bot hole. I don't know, something like that. But
I've got a bigger bot hole than you.
Wow, you had to go there.
I had to go there. Some bot holes are bigger than others.
We're gonna get censored.
We could have so much fun with this. We're talking about bot holes.
It's a bot.
Yeah,
Bot.
botroidal hole.
B-O-T.
See, like if you can't have fun, then here, then why? Let's see. So Vernon said, make a how you find it for beginners video, and then when they asked us to refer them to video, we actually did one like that.
Yeah,
and it hasn't gotten many views.
I think it was too.
It was too much information at once.
It was too much information at once. I think.
Don't be such a bot hole. Cheryl, thank you. That was awesome.
I like it.
Brian says, don't lick rocks or bot holes. I would agree with that.
I met a lot.
Ron, I met a lot of bot holes. Life is a bot hole. Thank you, Grass Shrimp. Yes. So you guys are helping feed some of the ideas that we're going to end up putting on mugs around here just because we can. I mean,
yeah.
Why not?
I think it's really funny.
And we were cracking you up good. Then part of our day has been completely satisfied if we're cracking people up. Because honestly, you can tell we crack each other up all the time. Anybody that watches the video, you see this. It's just who we are. And we've goofed around today already a few times. And then to be able to bring that to you guys and get you involved is equally as cool. And the ghosts have spoken. What was that? Is that my baby picture?
It was a baby.
That was my baby picture. It fell off the wall. Every crack has a bot hole. That was Brian. And then Cheryl says I'm a real bot hole before I have coffee. So, you know, I'm going to end up screenshotting a bunch of this or something.
That's so funny.
Or rocks aren't the only thing I lick. Bot holes. Okay, all right. So we kind of went off the rails here like we usually do.
Yeah, we did.
So to bring it back on track, yeah, trying to, for Julie, now she's working on when people ask for locations, she's trying to point them in directions on how they can do the research themselves and get to the same level that she's at with regards to having enough information and looking at the map and figuring out where you're going to go prospect, because that's what you're doing. You're prospecting. You're out looking around and trying to find something cool and that they can do it on their own. Oh yeah, Cheryl says, what rails? You are very true.
I have no handrails.
We have no rails.
So we're going to go into just a little bit of that. So
yeah, I'm going to let you cover that.
When people, you know, if people are watching this, they'll say, oh, well, I didn't get any information on how to look for rocks. Okay, so we have a couple of books that we read and look, and I have them on my iPad too.
We have the books, but you also do other things.
Yes, I do.
So Crash shrimp's still on the bottles. Okay, let the bottles go.
Let it go.
Hands off the bottle.
Okay, so for identification, because I see this a lot on social media.
What's this rock?
What is this rock? What do I have here? I know these are backwards, but Rock and Minerals and Rock and Minerals of North America.
This is Rock and Minerals of Arizona, I believe.
Of Arizona, yeah. Well,
so you can get state
you
specific
can get
if you
states,
want.
yeah. So we have these. You can get these for any state.
As far as we know, we've seen them.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Roadside Geology. This is a cool book.
A little bit on this particular one, the Roadside Geology of Arizona is, if nothing else, it's a great guide that you can drive around and get to specific points and learn some of the geology that will then turn around and help you to find rock locations.
Because if you know the geology,
got to know the geology. So
most of the time you know where the rocks are. You just have to go hiking and get them.
They said they're not backwards to them. Okay, it's backwards to us.
It's backwards to us. Okay, this one's a Modern Rockhounding and Prospecting Handbook. Have you read that one?
I
have not read that one.
I have. It's this was an early on one that we ended up getting, and it talks a lot about the equipment you need and
For prospecting.
For prospecting.
Gold prospecting, if you're into that.
Yeah, not just gold, but other things. But it's okay.
And then Geology Underfoot. This one is a very cool book too. This is one of our newer books.
Great. And yes, Ken, we are backwards. That is true. I actually just finished reading this one. This is Geology Underfoot of Northern Arizona. And it took what I already knew about the geology of Northern Arizona, which we're north central, I guess you could call it, or central northern Arizona, whatever. And just really expanded way beyond what I had already known, and then actually confirmed a few things that we suspected. It's a really, really good one. There's one I got from Yellowstone as well, and it is Geology Underfoot of Yellowstone. Just as amazing, so well worth it. Oh wow, thank you, Cheryl. Just gave us
thank you, Cheryl.
a donation there. We appreciate
Thank
that.
you very much. And then I have all the books on my Kindle for rockhounding wherever we want to go.
Yeah.
The lights are kind of in the way there, but Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona. I probably have more, but and then I also, if I'm interested in an area.
Crap! I just closed out my chat.
I also read geology reports for certain areas. So you can just Google that. You just type in an area of interest, geology report for this area. And I mean, you can get something from way back when. There'll be a couple of them. So you can read that. It'll tell you what minerals were found there.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then
we have maps from the 1800s.
Yeah, we can get old maps. You can get old maps at any
mining store.
Any mining store.
Yeah.
And then we use Gaia. Brian can tell you about Gaia.
I use Gaia
many layers
extensively. GAIA is how it's spelled. It's a mapping program, and unfortunately we're not sponsored by them. I wish I was, because I'm always talking about it. And they just raised their prices. It's like $60 a year now, when it used to be about 30. So $5 a month is how it works out. But I'll tell you, Gaia is amazing. It's one-stop shopping for anything you would want to know with regards to being able to rockhound. I can pull up Latin longs. I can pull up what they call the PLSS, the Public Land Survey System. That's your township range section stuff. Land status, who owns what, and who is the owner. Rock strata, like Rocked provides. It's the same thing that Rocked gives you, but it's in Gaia. It's one of the layers that you can just put everything out there, and you tap a section and all this information starts pulling up. And it is the coolest program that I've used so far. It has so much value. I mean, you can get weather forecasts as a layer. If you happen to be in an area where you're trying to rockhound and there's a bunch of wildfires, you can get the current wildfire locations. You can get smoke forecasts, so you can see if you're going to get smoked out, or is the road going to be closed, so you can plan a different route or maybe get out of the way. Because we did a little bit of that on our last trip because there were some fires happening and we had to maneuver around, but we knew ahead of time, so we didn't run into any of the road closures.
And if you keep it open while you're traveling and you have no service, it still shows where you are. So that's a huge plus.
Okay.
Ray said,
well, there's a few things in here.
You need to...
Soul of interest. Does it tell you whether there are limits to what you can take? Are we talking about
rocks?
Gaia, or are we talking about the books that we've been using? And Ray says, find someone who speaks governmentese. That would be me.
Him. And
yeah.
he taught me.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with Gaia, and I don't mind helping people. Books. The books don't typically tell you what the limits are, not to my knowledge.
No, it doesn't. But you can look up on BLM website or Forest, and you can even Google that. And what's the limit for?
I mean, most places it's a standard 25 pounds per person per day, not to exceed 250 pounds in a year. That's pretty much the standard. But there are places that have certain restrictions and special things, and
like
you need to look into that. Diamond Point's one.
Diamond Point, you can't take 25 pounds. You won't find 25 pounds.
There's a place on the Gallatin National Forest just north of Yellowstone that you can collect petrified wood, but you can only collect it with a permit because it's within this whole geologic information area. I mean, it's kind of a protected area, so you can go in with a permit and get some material, but if you don't have a permit, you're going to be in trouble. So you got to do some research about where you're going and find out what those rules are. And it can vary state by state, because even though the Bureau of Land Management, for example, is national, you still have state offices. Each state has its own office, like the Arizona State Office, the Utah State Office, Nevada State Office, and so on. And they can have their own level of restrictions that are more restrictive than the national level. So at national level, it's 25 pounds typically, but they could say, well, here it's only 10 pounds. So just do that research ahead of time.
Like here in the state of Arizona, you cannot collect on
Arizona State Trust land.
State trust land.
Used to be you could with a permit. Come to find out, that's changed.
And you
cannot collect even with a permit, period.
Yeah, so I know it's different in other states, but here in Arizona, you can't do that anymore. And even to be on state trust land, you have to have a permit.
Yeah.
So.
But again, it goes back to doing the research, and like I said, with Gaia, it's really cool because Brian even pointed that out. It gives you property lines. Yeah, you can pull up private property, federal property, state trust land, Indian land, Native American land. It calls it both Indian and Native American. Alaskan lands. If you go to Alaska, I mean, it's just got so much information, and it's one-stop shopping to help you figure out where the heck you're going.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. I love a book all about
potholes.
And you can tell Sub 5 I actually was hoping he missed his gift.
Well, Julie might actually put a book together about all the bots that we have. So with pictures, I mean, who knows? I mean, she's got quite the collection that we've put together. Yeah, DNR, there's some states that have DNR, even like Montana has a DNR, Idaho is state lands, Utah's DNR, Minnesota is DNR, and those are all individual states. That's not federal, that's state at that point. So it's a whole different set of rules. We found out from our friend Gary, Idaho state lands, you can rockhound on Idaho state lands. So, but you come to Arizona, don't do it. So
you can't do it.
Again, do some research before you go somewhere. And that's all we're trying to help people with, is spend the time ahead of time so you don't get yourself into trouble or into a position that you can't defend yourself for your actions. And that's what Julie does. I mean, I cannot say enough about what this wonderful woman, who dumb enough to marry me, I'm grateful for that too, but how much she really does to keep us in line. And it's not that I would willy-nilly go out there and do something, but she puts a lot of time and effort into this. And that's all we're telling people to do is you have got to spend some time ahead of time. You know, when it came to us putting in our claims, there was a lot of research that went into that. We spent over a year ground truthing what we were finding out through geological reports and other stuff before we landed on the area that we ended up claiming.
And we probably walked over 100 miles to like hone in and pinpoint where we were going to be. But before that, we were just taking people out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, this is a spot we found.
So that's where we stand on it. It's not that we we don't want to be stingy, but at the same time, with what's happened, especially in the past few months, this is all recent stuff.
Yeah, we've actually
just can't do it anymore.
Just been raked over the coals the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I wanted to crawl in a hole. A bot hole.
You can transfer claim boundaries maps from MLRS to the Gaia app times, like now when the MLRS site is down. Yeah, you can transfer stuff across because the file formats, if you put it into a GPX or a KML, which go with GPX, you should be able to transfer anything straight across. So, but if people are interested in Gaia and they don't really understand it, email us and, you know, not that I've got a crap ton of time, but I'll make time to either FaceTime you or something so that we can walk through Gaia so you can get familiar with it, because it really is awesome. I mean, Julie has gotten so good with it now that she doesn't even really need me for the mapping anymore. And if she had time to cut rocks and polish them, she wouldn't need me at all. So she's already reduced my valuableness to this effort to just cutting and polishing.
I'm stuck behind a computer most of the time.
And carrying out the heavy loads.
Yeah.
Because I don't let her do that.
I sneak rock, though. He only finds out once we're home.
Yeah, so Vernon says, do the work. People want instant gratification. That's why you two have great video. Thank you. Yeah, people do want instant gratification. This world of ours has morphed so much. It's, you know, you order something on Amazon, it's at your house 24, 36 hours later. You know, fast food was the beginning of instant gratification, and it's just morphed since then. And like I said, what really gets me is these rude emails or rude direct messages. What's the coordinates to this? It's like, I don't even know who the heck you are. Why would you email or direct message somebody with something like that when we don't even know you?
Yeah, I've even said, hey, you know, you can do this and this and this to research these places, and I can't tell you how many times I've gotten, well, I don't have time to research. Just give me the location.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Don't have time to research. Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
And I can't even get into it, but yeah, it's.
I mean, but they have time to, you know, post all these other things on social media, and you can track their activity and see what they're doing. It's like, no, it's not that you don't have time. It's that you don't want to make the time. You don't want to take the time. You're being lazy. That's where you see Brian's getting fired up and come across direct.
There he goes.
To me, it's lazy. It really, truly is. So, Brian here says a lot of states you don't even own the mineral rights to your own property. That's interesting. I had heard something like that, but I didn't really ever follow up. So I'm not sure how that stands for here. Boy, that would suck.
Yeah, but we have read the rules inside and out. We actually got a little bit of a scare. There was some revised.
Oh yeah, so
yeah, this is great.
So on a different Facebook page, somebody had put in saying that claim owners do not own the right to the surface minerals.
Yes.
And Julie comes out and says, "Hey," and she cited this act of Congress, and I don't remember what it is now, but this is just a couple weeks ago. This happened. She comes out and says, "Hey, this person's saying that, you know, we don't have the rights to the surface minerals on our claim." And I said, "Well, that's a bunch of crap." And she goes, well, they're citing this thing from the Senate. And I said, well, let me come on inside and look. So I come inside and I pull up the same law that this person cited. And it was so interesting.
The way that the BLM stated it on the BLM site.
Yes.
Was completely different than what the act was. From the BLM site, it sounded like the claim owner had no rights to anything on.
Yeah, you have your
land.
claim, but you only have the stuff that's in the ground. Anybody can come across and collect off you, is what they were trying to say, and that is not true. We do have a couple more things to catch up. Hi, John and Inga. Glad you're here. The act actually was done because claim owners were prohibiting people from being able to access through the claims and to get to other things, whether it was wood products, timber, or developer trying to put in a road going somewhere, or whatever the case was, a fence line for cattle. And so the act is actually talking about the surface, not the surface minerals, but activities on the surface that you cannot prevent from occurring, such as a road being put through, a fence being put up, access for hunting, for recreation, for timber cutting, and all these things. That's what the Surface Act that was written was about. And,
yes.
And I had to go through and I read the whole dang thing and all of its governmentese. And trust me, it was a tough read. And I scratched my head a couple times and I actually reread it. And finally I'm like, okay, I get what they're saying now, because it wasn't directly clear to the average person. And okay, I'm below average given, and I know that, but it wasn't very clear. So we made sense of it. And then, of course, if anybody tries to approach us with this kind of thing, we can respond appropriately, because I've got the documentation, in my iPad now, because again, I did a lot of looking into that to make sure it made sense.
Vicky said, Julie, I always sneak rock too.
Oh, Brian, Amazon same day delivery for me, still 4 days, right?
Oh, man.
Gary Moore and Digging the Seams.
Digging the Seams.
Then I've got them. Grass Shrimp, don't listen to them, Julie. Keep the keyboard sent before I was done. Tasman.
Utah is one of the states that the mineral rights are not the landowners automatically.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's one of those things, like I said, I never really researched it for here. Other than the rocks we've brought in, there's no rocks on our property you'd want.
Yeah.
We live on crap rock. But anyways.
Limestone.
Oh, yeah. Keep the coordinates to yourself is what Grass Shrimp was saying.
Oh, Brian said 2 streets over from him, they found a mastodon on their property and the state went nuts and took over?
Yeah.
Wow.
So in some of those, like you said, in some of those states, you can find stuff like that. And depending on what the state law is, they can come in and take those things from your property. Now, other properties, you do have the rights to everything that's within the ground. And so like the places in Colorado where they have the dino bone and all that, that's all private property that they own and they have the rights to. And so you can get dino bone from there. But any place else in the United States, anywhere, you can't keep dino bone. If you find it, you can't. It's protected under the Antiquities Act, along with Native American artifacts. And any sort of human remains. Oh, Spring Creek. Yeah, you're up there in Elko County. So I'll just leave that alone. Just because I used to live in Nevada too. So, but I was up in the Reno area, Tahoe, kind of, the Sierras. And then I moved down towards Vegas and Mount Charleston before coming down into Arizona.
All right, so does dino poo?
Dino poo?
You can collect dino poo.
You can collect that from anywhere, yeah.
Yeah. Hey Patricia, how you doing? So anybody have any more questions?
Tasman, his wife found a dino a couple of weeks ago. It's amazing.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, if you do run across dinosaur bones, you're supposed to contact the local government, whatever it might be, or the local BLM Forest Service office and notify them, and then they come out and start the whole process. And people don't do that, just like people that, pick up arrowheads, legitimate arrowheads that were out there in pottery sherds and things like that. And you know, it's illegal. You shouldn't be doing that stuff. I know we all like to see those things and, oh, wow, how cool. But Antiquities Act.
I feel that urge, you know. Sometimes I found like a big piece of pottery. It was actually in the 2 million year old wood,
Yeah.
a long time ago video, and I found this beautiful piece of pottery. I left it under the tree.
John, that's a good one. So, if anybody doesn't know, national monuments, there is no collecting on a national monument, regardless if it's Park Service, Forest Service, or BLM, because they all actually have national monuments, believe it or not just the Park Service. Any national monument, you cannot collect anything, period. It's treated like a national park. So, did they miss a tiny piece of lava rock? Probably not, but you know, an example though, and we talked about this in one of our other videos, we went to Carlsbad Caverns earlier this year, and we talked to one of the park rangers there because there's little dots on these broken off pieces all through the caverns.
Different colors.
Dots. And you know, and we started putting it together. It's like, okay, those are different years that they marked when something was snapped off and taken. And so we asked her, you know, how bad is this? And she told us last year, 18,000 pieces had been taken out of Carlsbad National Park, out of the caverns. 18,000 pieces in 1 year.
And they've already closed down one room. And they're
because of how much was being taken.
And they're thinking about closing down another.
Yeah.
Because of so many people are breaking off pieces of the cavern.
Oh, Taz, that's awesome. So you got a hold of them. They're going to come out, and if it's a new species, you get to name it. Oh yeah, name it after yourselves.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. That would be so fun.
I'd stick it down my pants next to my body. Yeah, it is sad, John, and that's the thing is, you know, because there's a lot of people that just don't really know that you're not, well, in the cavern, you know, it's marked. I mean, it says, but in other places, certain national parks and national monuments, they just don't know that that's what the rules are. And it's because they don't educate themselves before they get out there. And so if you start thinking about that and everybody goes in and says, well, you know, guess what? This one little piece here isn't going to matter. Nobody's going to miss it. Well, if 350 million Americans do that, how much is going to be left by the time it's all said and done? So again, trying to do the morally right thing. I mean, yeah, I've seen pottery shards like you wouldn't believe. And I've been like, oh my gosh, this would be so cool. And then it's like, yeah, but then, you know, I'm not doing the right thing. So I'll pick it up, I'll take a picture, and I'll put it back down. So.
Yeah. Pictures last longer anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one piece at 18,000 people. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. You know, and you have to understand, you know, whether you're for national parks or national forest or Bureau of Land Management lands or not, understand that all of those lands were set aside for our enjoyment and for future enjoyment, future generations, because if they weren't, they'd be getting developed right now, and you wouldn't have things like the Grand Canyon. You wouldn't have a place like Carlsbad Caverns. Some private entity would own it, and you know, you'd have to pay an exorbitant fee to go in there to see these kinds of things. That's what would happen to these lands if they weren't being managed by federal entities. Now, granted, former federal employee, I'm not advocating for them. Trust me, they do a lot of things wrong. And there's a lot of really just not great people that can be working in those places, but the premise behind what they're doing to me is super important. I'm about conservation. When it comes to the national parks, it's preservation. And I'm about that too when it comes to national parks, preserving it for future generations and for all time and purposes. National forests are more about conservation, which is being able to preserve and use things at the same time, which is why, you know, you can go collect rocks, you can go collect wood, you know, hunting, fishing, all those wonderful things. So that's just where that sits at.
Let's see. John said,
the thing was, there was a lot of alongside the roadside, accessible with just a stop. I don't think there's a law against road cut prospecting in most places. Not in the national monument. Yeah, no, road cut prospecting, as long as you're not on private property, you're okay. So you just got to know whose property it is. Most of those fall within easements of either the county or the state. So they mostly have that. But if For example, if there's a road running through the national forest, I'll just take I-17, 3 miles from our house, for example, roughly. Don't want to give people pinpoints to where we are. Anyways, I-17, it has a right-of-way that the Arizona Department of Transportation maintains. However, the property that it runs through, at least in our area, is all within national forest. So the land belongs to the national forest. ADOT has the right-of-way. You can collect in the road cuts, though, because it is still national forest. Now, again, stopping on a major interstate and collecting rocks like that, Highway Patrol kind of frowns on you being parked in the emergency lane. So think of that, too.
Let's see. I think we're at...
Oh, okay. So Vern says, I had no idea about Native American stuff. Only private property is legal here in Alabama. I took a piece. Should I take it back? Okay, so in that case, when it comes to private property, if the person has the rights to that stuff in there, they can do whatever they want with the artifacts that they find. To the best of my knowledge, that's how I understand it. It's only if it's found on federal land, state land, those types of things. So Patty knows where we live, yeah. Jenny wants to know if we're going to cut some Bahias. Yes, we are.
Yes,
we're actually going to take a break from here in just a second because we really segued into a lot of different things. Let's see. Cheryl had Prairie Oak Conservation Area in Eden Prairie. Basically got paved over for a train station. Not a word said. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ask us about National Guard with machine guns stopping us rockhounding in Deep South. Whoa.
What?
Whoa. That's new. Huh. I don't know on that one, but we'll have to talk about that. South Texas. Illegal to take rocks or sand from Hawaii. Yes, it probably is. I actually found out in the Virgin Islands, you can't take shells. I was on the beach,
really?
and yeah, St. Thomas and St. John's. I was on the beach and found a bunch of shells, thought they were super cool, put them in a Ziploc bag, threw them in my luggage, went to get on, went through check-in. And next thing I know, I'm standing in the corner getting asked a whole bunch of questions about why I have seashells in my bag. And I'm like, because I found them and I thought they were cool and I was going to take them home. And they said, you can't take those from here. And they confiscated all my shells. So.
Thanks. All right.
When they were dumping road clearances, yeah, they would definitely chase you out for that one, Trish. So.
Do you want to?
All right, so we're gonna take a break from this, and
we're gonna take you out into the garage where it's not so spooky.
Yeah.
Well, it is a little spook. Well, it probably
it's
isn't.
Not spooky.
It's a Disneyland for Rockhounds.
Yep, you're gonna have to keep track of everything because.
Yep, I'm gonna get on here right now.
I'm going to not have this with me, and I'm going to be cutting. So I'm gonna finish my tonic and pineapple.
Okay. All right, so I will have the chat going. We have our rocks here.
1 grain of sand in a with the microscope. Yeah. Oh man, I'm cutting a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
You want me to take those out?
Hold on. I'll turn it around here. So these are our, well, I guess you can't really see them because it's like super dark.
Well, we can fix that.
Hold on. Let me wipe the lens here.
There you go.
Yeah. So we have a few here that we got up in, where'd we get these?
Didn't you buy
South
them in
Dakota?
South Dakota?
Yeah, South Dakota.
In same place where Billy Bigfoot is.
Yeah, where Billy Bigfoot is.
What the heck was the name of that town? Why can't I remember?
So one of these, like, looks like it's gonna, oh, this one. This one has a whole bunch of,
it's got specks.
yeah, it's got specks of something coming out of it. Yeah.
All right.
So, I don't know. That one's going to be pretty cool. All right. We'll take you in the garage. You might have to put those all on your shirt.
I am. This is my alternate rock carry.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
Here we go.
March of the Bahias.
All right. Marching. All right. Now we're going. Going to the garage.
You know what? I'm going to take that up a little ways.
Are you? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The rock shop that Jared is
We
featuring?
were cutting rock today, so it's a little bit of a wreck.
Not so bad.
Let's see.
Gotta do a couple things real quick.
Okay.
I gotta get our plug deterrent going.
We are gonna cut them on the 10. We are, oops. Yeah, we got some pretty heavy duty shirts. These are pretty thinner. They got stretchies.
I like them.
Okay, where's the spray bottle? Actually, I'll just dump them.
Spray bottle is back over there. On that bottom shelf.
Okay.
But I gave you a fresh dunking bucket just for this purpose.
Okay, this one it's gonna take some time. This is the first one we're gonna cut. I don't know
Oh, let me close the big sock.
if this one's gonna be any good. I don't even know what I saw in this rock. Oh, I know what I saw. I saw this right there. So, has anybody ever cut Bahias before? Bahias?
Bahia.
Do you cut them through here?
Just an imported rock.
Or do you cut them that way?
That's what was left of that one I cut off at 14.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, let's take an edge off there. Let's see if that actually.
Part of the nose.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Part of the nose. Here we
Okay, it's gonna be loud.
go. Apologies for the loud.
It's gonna be loud. Meanwhile, I'll show you what Brian's been working on. Look at that. Ask Inspector Agate. Gonna bring it over here. R8 is gonna kill us. Actually, it's a neighbor that complains about our saw being so loud. Ooh. Taking a long time.
All right, first one.
First one, all right.
First we dunk it. Making sure there's no crud.
No crud.
You ready?
All right, let's see it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh,
Wow, that's kind of pretty.
that is really pretty.
Oh, I did leave a ridge on that side. I can fix that.
Wow,
That's kind of pretty.
that is really pretty.
Yeah, different.
Wow,
I likes it.
I do too.
All right. So,
That's really nice.
here's your first one.
All right. Okay.
You paying attention to the comments too? So you keep
Yes.
up with everybody?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this one. All right. Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
There we go. This might have a quart center, but
All right. Ooh.
we'll see. Yeah, I
Which way you want
know.
to go on this one?
Do you want to go this way,
Yeah, that'll take me a little bit longer, but yes. I can
or
do
do you want to just go down the middle?
it.
Go down the middle.
You sure? I mean, that's kind of showing you where it kind of occurred.
I don't know.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Brian will just do his thing. This is how, go ahead. This is how in real life it happens. You sit there, I don't know, but really? You want to go this way? No, that way. This way, yeah, that way. No. Don't cut through the window. I think it's too late, Brian. He's cutting through the window. Okay, we'll remember that for next time. That was horrible. I'm trying to come over here so...
Is it too loud?
I don't know if it's too loud. Door is open.
Is that better?
What? This is our green... This is our green screen. Is the saw too loud? Okay, you don't care about the noise? Okay. I'll go back over here. I did! But not all of it.
Almost there.
Almost done. Tomcat said, oh no, it's too loud. Yes. We use water in this one, and in this one we use oil. In our, let me get it over there. In our hill twist, we use oil.
Done.
All right. Okay, so
I see some orange peeking out.
we did go through the window. Brian said don't go through the window.
Oh, I should go through the window.
No. Brian 775.
Oh,
Yeah, he said don't go through the window.
let's find out.
But let's just see what happens.
You ready?
Yeah, we like to push the envelope.
Ooh.
Oh wow. That's nice.
See, now if I'd have cut it in half, going this way like you were thinking,
Well,
we'd have got half of this to see instead of all of that to see.
yeah.
It was almost a geode.
It almost looks like fruit.
That kind of does. Kind of does. Okay. Next victim.
Next victim. Okay.
I was going to add some more water.
Okay, this one is a tad bit crazy.
Oh, Ford happening here.
Yeah. I know, I keep hearing weird noises outside.
Oh, it's just
Oh.
a garage moving with the wind.
Long ways typically on Bahias.
Okay, that was a long ways.
Okay, so
Try to.
okay, so should we go don't go through the window but go this way?
Yeah.
We should go this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
My take on the matter.
All right. We're doing specimens.
Cue the specimens.
Long straight the window. You're outside your house. Parallel the window. Okay, that's good. Parallel the window, Brian said.
Yeah, we did last time.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
You guys want to see one of my craziest agates? I don't think it'll ever make it into a, I don't think it'll ever make it into a video. But this is an agate. Do you see the shape of this thing? I'm trying to hold it. It's crazy. It's heavy. Sorry. But anyway, it does have a bot hole. It's got a great bot hole. And then when I get it wet, hold on. I'll turn it around here. It is crazy. thing. Okay,
Sorry, I already peeked.
Brian has already peeked.
Yep. Well, I had to take an edge off.
Okay. We use a thin-centered blade.
Thin-centered. Yes.
Thin-centered.
Ready?
Okay, bring it over here.
Coming over here.
Okay.
Ready, set?
Ready, set.
Go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, look at them lines.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is. Nice
Wow.
lines, too. I really like these.
Yeah.
Around up in here.
Those are nice.
Yeah. What? I'm missing a whole bunch of
Brian
the conversation.
said, "Ken, close your butthole."
All right.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Well, I got it wet first.
Okay. This one's going to be pretty crazy. There is no window on this one.
Well, there's kind of something trying to show there, but everywhere else I don't see.
I know. I don't see it
right
either.
Here, I'm thinking
Right through there.
through this way. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the pastels in these rocks are really pretty. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, take a harder look.
Let me take a harder look over here. I'm seeing. Hold on. I'm trying to get the. Hold on. Sorry about the shakiness here.
She's excited.
No, it's a thin centered blade. Long ways down the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like that, Peter? Or like this? A. Just don't cut through the fractures. Or B. Okay. Long ways.
Okay.
Okay. Long ways.
I think we come right through here.
Okay. First way. Okay. That way. Right through there. All right.
No,
Okay, Peter.
This one's going to take a few minutes.
Okay, this one might take a few minutes.
The big one.
Yeah. Whoops. So that's what we cut. That's a nice one. Hey, Debbie. These are Bahias from Brazil that we're cutting, and Brian is using a mask. So, number one, he doesn't get giardia, although these rocks are clean, and two, he doesn't get silicosis. Bahia. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I'll show you guys more agates while we wait. This is one of my Lunas. Brian was trying to polish it.
I'm still working on it.
Hey, Jim. It was fractured, but we were like, let's still make it pretty. This is my Luna shark. You saw it looks like a horse, yeah. And then, this is one of my very early agates that I found out in our area. Let me see if I can get a better picture.
Voila.
You got it?
Yep.
All right.
I sharpened the saw this morning, and it is cutting like a champ.
Here, people want to see your mask. There you go. Hey, what's up?
I am smiling underneath this. All right, you ready?
Okay.
I took a strange angle.
Okay.
Don't ask. It just
Let's
happened.
see.
Whoa.
Whoa. I cannot see. It looks like an Easter egg was painted.
Looks like somebody vomited, but in a cool way.
No, it's...
Because look at all that.
It's really cool.
It's like so many colors. It's like somebody threw up crayons.
Yeah.
Pastel crayons. No, it is pretty cool, though. All right, I gotta take this off for a second.
Have you guys ever seen a Bahia like that?
All right, give me a minute here.
Oops.
Yeah.
That would be like a really... That would make a really pretty necklace. It's still on my puke agate. There we go. That's a better picture. So Peter, you've seen one like that before? Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Can you get the last agate you showed what? Let's see. Yep. Was it this one that you wanted to see? Looks like a cake I got last Christmas. Fruit cake. And then there was that one. That one's pretty nice. I've never seen pink in the middle of like a, almost like a crystal pocket before. Okay, next we have some quartz bombs.
All right.
Okay.
I just had to walk out and cool down.
So next I have this one right here.
Oh boy. Oh. Kicking slabs.
Look at all those lines.
Oh, did you show the slab of the one we just...
Oh, yeah, I'll show that
those will
one.
be for sale on the next live sale.
Yeah. Mmm.
Are we selling these?
Okay, we're going to cut it right down here.
Let me see if I can actually
Maybe.
center something this
I don't
time
know.
around.
Do you think that one?
Well, no, because look where it's showing.
Oh.
I think you go this way.
Okay.
I mean, look.
I think. Okay. Cut it down the
What's
middle.
everybody else saying? I think we go this way based on what I'm seeing here, because we want to expose more of that, right?
Let me see. Okay, Brian says no.
Okay.
Okay.
Copy, Brian.
Oh, no, for me.
Oh.
Agree with Brian.
Okay, thank you.
This way.
See? Yeah. Come through
Okay.
here.
Okay. We're going down the middle.
Look at the big brain on Brian.
Look at the big brain on Brian. Don't cut the window.
Don't cut the window. All right, here we go.
Okay, Peter said Brian is right.
Who cuts all the time?
You cut all the time. I'll show you guys our newest rock. Let me get it wet. This thing is insane. Hold on. Dang it. Hold on.
Yeah, multiple slabs of
That's
that have
that's
been
our
cut.
moss agate here.
And I've still got
Yeah, we got
this
a lot
one.
of them.
This is the same. This is all from the same rock. So these ones still need to be slabbed
Now
out.
my pants are very oily.
Oh, you shouldn't have brought them on your pants. I got
That's
paper
fine.
towels right there.
It's fine.
Are you ready?
Okay, ready.
Here we go. Yeah!
Woo!
Winner! Let me turn that around.
Sorry, I got a little excited there.
Look at the lines.
Wow. More of this.
Sorry.
There you go.
Flipping gorgeous.
Wow.
Look at the fortification on the outside, and then you got waterline style on the inside.
That
That's
is
just awesome.
so pretty.
That's a keeper.
Dang.
I'm polishing that, and it's going on the show.
Yeah. That is
That's all you get to see.
beautiful. That is beautiful.
Which one's next?
Let's see.
Trying to keep these somewhat.
Let's cut this one open.
All right.
Okay, this one's gonna be an orangey.
Knock out some debris here. Okay.
Debbie said earrings.
Haha.
I think there's gonna be some orange in there. Look at that.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Here, can you hold that for a second?
I
Because
think it's gonna be green.
I need to zoom in here.
Oh, sorry.
Look at that little window.
So to me, that says we cut it like a so behind that window.
Behind the window?
Yep.
Like right
Cut it right like that because that will keep the window on one half.
right down the middle long ways.
Yep, just like that.
Okay. Peter said right down the middle long ways.
Like I said.
All right. Cutting down the middle. Meanwhile, I'll show you guys more rocks. This is one of our Richardson's Ranch. Here, let me flip it around here. One of our Richardsons. It's pretty crazy. And here's some of that purple rock. And that, the black right there, it shines. It's so pretty. And what else can I show ya? Oh, here's some dugways in here. Little water level. There we go.
So it's cutting like a champ today.
Oh, good. Okay,
Really happy. Are we ready?
we're ready.
I have no idea. Here we go.
All right. Oh,
What the hell?
dud. Well, we're bound to get one.
Well, that is the vomit rock there, actually.
Yeah.
For me, it
Dang.
is. That's not anything I like, but somebody might. You never know.
Yeah.
Teach their own.
Vomit rock. Well, at least we got that little window. When is our next sale?
I thought we should have called tomorrow.
Brian said he wanted to do one tomorrow, but
I told you that a few days ago.
yeah.
It's Columbus Day, man.
It
We
is
can have
Columbus
an Indigenous
Day.
Peoples Columbus Day sale. Just covering all my bases.
He's covering all of his bases. Oh, good hell.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure yet. Cheryl loves the duds like me.
What, Pete? He said, man,
Man,
dude?
dud.
Oh, man, dud. I thought he said dude.
Dud. All right. This one's pretty open, but I think I want to give it a nice face. Brian laughs.
Give myself a nice face.
This one has some nice V lines. Cheryl says, every rock needs a loving home.
Dino dude.
Dino doo-doo. It looked like dino
You know,
poop.
we could pass it off that way, probably.
Yeah, we'll say, it's dino poop.
Yeah.
So why don't you give that a nice face.
Face off that edge.
Face off that edge.
You gotcha.
And then we'll figure this rock out while you're doing that.
Okay.
Okay. So there's this rock next. There's that and that. Should we cut it this way? That way? Or this way? first way, like that. Brian found his mask at Home Depot or Ace. Do it long ways. All right. Flat spot, down, center, down the peak. Okay. All right. So we're going long ways down this way. Woo. Brian says, woo.
Woo! Ready?
Ready.
Woo!
Oh. Check that out.
I really like that one.
That is gorgeous.
Almost looks like an arrowhead.
That looks even better than what was on the outside.
Yeah.
Jenny says, take the long way home.
Right? Great song, by the way.
Wow. Yeah, that is really pretty.
That is. I mean, that's a beautiful rock, I think.
That, Jenny says, oof, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That is really pretty. Wow.
Hey, look here. Fire god winking at you.
Fire god winking.
It looks like it's a little flame head.
It does.
Yeah. Anyway,
I love
sorry.
it. I love it.
You know,
I love it.
Images and rocks. That's what
Yeah.
I saw. What do we got?
Okay, so everybody's in agreement. This rock, take it down the middle.
Down that middle.
Down the ridge line.
All right. Mask up.
Mask up.
Get back on it.
All right.
Here we go. Wait a minute.
Boot says claim. All right, here's this next one here. I think so this is the way to go, correct? Cut it that way. That's gonna have something cool inside. Especially with that butt end. Ooh. Parallel to the butt. Parallel to window. All right. All right, we will do it that way. I don't think this one's gonna be garbage. It's gonna be great. Brian's almost done. Here's some of my collection. And here's some of my bots. Those are some of my bots. There's a lot of bot holes on that shelf. Sprain's done. Okay. Botropolis. It is Botropolis over there.
Well, yeah, and then there's the ones down here that I still need to clean.
Oh yeah, these are
those two boxes.
These are the ones that need to be cleaned.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to these ones yet.
Yeah.
So that's a half a box.
That's half a box.
That's a full box.
Yep.
So we got bot box.
We got bot boxes.
Boxes of bots. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
This one's sexy.
Is it a sexy rock?
It's a sexy rock. You ready?
Yes. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Look at that.
Yeah. And you look close, look at the really tight lines in that orange, even though it looks like it's a solid color.
Let me have this one.
It's a whole bunch of lines. So.
Wow. Looks like there's a tulip right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this one.
Wow.
Looks like a flower growing out of some grass right there.
Yeah.
Just like that one. Isn't that crazy?
That's really pretty.
Oh, I got left an edge. Hold on.
That's really pretty. Burning. Boot said, moist tulips are pretty. I said it. I said it.
Said what?
He said, I can't say it again.
No, what did you say?
I'll have to show you.
Oh.
Okay, so we've decided.
Yes.
Yes, everybody's.
You in the group?
Everybody's in agreement.
Oh, I like it. That's
yep,
good.
to cut this rock parallel.
To that. That makes sense, yeah, because that's your window.
Yep,
So
that's the
perfect.
window. Jenny said, "Ah, naughty."
Did he say it looked like a...
He said, "Moist tulips are nice too."
I'll leave it alone.
We're just gonna.
But I like it.
We're gonna stop that. We're gonna look at this rock now.
There we go.
Okay, so that's the flat one. So this definitely cut this way. That has some white in it. I'm gonna have to zoom. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, water level lines.
All right, we ready?
Ray said tumble it. Yep. Okay, ready.
There we go. I have no idea.
Ooh. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
I likes it.
I like these little things. You know, the colors are a lot prettier than
Wait a
I was
minute.
expecting. And it doesn't even,
Here.
oh no.
There's my new eyeballs.
You gotta look up a little bit so the light's further up. Gotta point them up. There you go.
Yeah.
It's kind of, there you go.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's what they look like to me.
All right. So we have water lines here. Water lines.
Uh-huh.
So,
Coming behind them.
yeah.
Yep.
So take a nice,
You want a face? You want down the middle?
no, take a slab.
Slab?
Yeah.
Slab it's coming
Take a slab off the middle there.
up. Slab of
Oh.
bacon?
A slab of bacon. Oh, I lost the water. Okay, this one is next. Okay. Thanks, Jenny. Ooh. Okay, so through the hump long ways. Like that? Through the hump, like, okay, so if it's sitting like that, take it that way. Is that what you're saying, Peter?
Don't be a jerk. Yeah. All right.
Save those lines on the inside
Sweet
curve.
face. All right, we have slabbage.
Okay. So Peter said with this one, he said to go on the hump and cut through here.
Yeah, yep. Okay, yeah,
All right.
I can did that. Cut the hump.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Kind of weird. It was
Kind of looks like it looks over here.
less impressive than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. Kind of bland.
It is kind of bland. Those are saw marks right there. So, yeah, I thought it was going to be better because of the.
Yeah, no, it's kind of bland.
Yeah. Huh.
Not even sure it's an agate.
Nope, I don't think so. Pumpkin cheesecake. Okay, now I'm really hungry.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Bacon.
We don't have pumpkin cheesecake.
Put bacon on the pumpkin cheesecake.
All right, humping.
All right, this one's a mystery you guys are going to have to help me with. Let me bring this over here.
Wow.
Oops.
Little thing. What's going on here?
So there's some windows. Just a liney one. It is definitely a rock. For sure. There's that. There's this space. I don't know whether or not to go through here. Yeah, I know. It's different on all sides. Bacon macaroni and cheesecake. Maybe take it all the way through here to get everything. The highest point. Cut for the biggest space. I don't know if I want to miss those lines though. All right. You know what? I'm going to have to really look at this one. Because there's a lot going on in this rock.
All right. Cut as requested.
Okay.
True to home.
All right. All right. Here we go.
Ready?
Yes. Ooh.
Some good lines in there.
Tip them this way. There we go. Ooh. Look at those lines. Wow. It's like a web. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not bad. Not
Very
bad.
cool. Okay.
What do we got?
So
Oh.
everybody was saying, here's this one.
Uh-huh.
Everybody said go through the highest point. So take it down here.
Right through there, huh?
Yep.
Alrighty. Clean off my platform here.
All right. You guys have been right the whole time, so this one is going to be very interesting. Yeah, the high points. All right, this one for sure. We're gonna go right down that one. I know, it's got this on it and some flat. Cut at a 45. So like that. All right. I'll tell Brian to cut it at a 45. Oh, that's the top. Peter, you wouldn't cut this one? How about cut it and then cut it, and then we could tumble it.
All right, cut on the highest point like you wanted.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
I have no idea.
Here's the weird one. Okay, come on over here.
Come on over.
Gotta get in the light.
I'm getting in your bubble now. You ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
Positive.
Positive.
Okay.
Wow. It was less interesting than I thought. Oh! He did rock drop.
Uh-huh. I'm disappointed. So I dropped
Wow.
it. Screwing around.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah, that's kind of a disappointment. I mean, somebody probably likes it, but I don't. That's for sure. I'll admit.
That's crazy.
No likey.
No. All right. Dud McDud, Peter said. Okay, so a lot of people are saying tumble it.
Ah.
And then Brian said maybe cut it on a 45.
Cut it on a 45. Shoot.
Peter said that was baby poop.
Just come across like, you're saying like so?
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
Everybody's saying no cutty.
No cutty?
Can't we just cut it just a little bit to expose what's inside? I mean, look at, there's like little, yeah, look at those layers going on.
All right, I'm going to do something cool that you're all going to not, just hang tight.
All right. Peter said 45 might work. Use the two rends. Use the two ends. Okay. Brian's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. This is our last rock. Why are you doing that?
Because I'm showing what was underneath what you couldn't see. Now take a look. That's what's in there.
That's the...
I just opened the face up because it was all occluded. You couldn't see anything.
Oh, yeah,
So I
yeah.
just took that's the thinnest thing. Look, this is what was left.
Yeah.
That's what I took.
Okay, so this is
It
the...
wasn't even a saw blade wide.
So this is just what's...
Cleaning a face off.
That he just cleaned the butt off.
Yeah, just took a little bit of a face off. Not even
So
a saw blade
yeah,
wide.
that's just the clear agate, but then there's like lines and stuff.
So, I mean, that's just an idea of what's on this end. I don't know
Yeah.
what's up there, but I can clean this off and we can see what's there too.
You know, I say let's just cut it. Let's see what's inside, because then if we can tumble it, we can have two pieces
All right, so
to
you want
tumble.
it 45 from here to there.
Yeah, we'll just...
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Okay,
I can't resist. Oh, mask.
we're cutting the rock.
cutting the rock.
We can't help it. This is what we do.
Wiring Brian's want to know.
We have to know what's inside.
Have to.
Yeah. Clean the lump. We're just doing it all. So we're just gonna see. We're just gonna... Oh. We are. See some cute little crystals? These are my little yellow tube agate. But they're very, very crystally. Druzy tubes. And then my agate from New Mexico. I haven't shown anybody. And then the outside. And then hold up. Look at those tubes in there.
Totally tubular, man.
Yeah. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Deming.
I did a sneak
That's
peek.
from Deming, New Mexico. Okay. All right, Brian, cut it.
I did a sneak peek.
He couldn't help it. He peeked. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep. Yep. Water lines.
Water lines. Sorry, bug.
It looked like there was
Some more color
red in
there?
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at something else here real quick.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm going maskless this time.
So it's like yellows and whites and clears. All right. Whoa. I was thinking there'd be more color too, but
There you go.
in the little lump, hold on, let me get this.
Your lovely lady lump.
He just couldn't help himself. And he's
I'm
still
fired.
dying on the floor over there. So he cut through the lump on the other side.
Just a small edge off the edge.
Yeah. Okay, that's not even doing it. Hold on.
Yeah, a little more interesting in there.
Yeah. I mean, you got a big white spot, but the bands around that is pretty nice.
So I missed a whole bunch of chat, so I have no idea what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So, anyway, all right.
Was that it for the Bahias?
That is it for the Bahias.
Yay, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we haven't eaten yet today. We've,
Oops.
yeah. All right. We're gonna be wrapping up here. I know it kind of looks like opal. It does feel like agate though.
Opal, yeah.
But it could be opal. But my hands are greasy and wet, so
The cheese is old and moldy.
the cheese is old and moldy. So anyway,
Sorry.
you wanna go?
I think I get a little delirious when I have that mask on for too long.
Yeah, he starts breathing in his own. What is that? Carbon dioxide.
Yes.
All right. T-Rex. All right.
We'll sign off.
We have our on air, so our kids know we're recording.
Yeah, so we don't get a whole bunch of racket. Tone down the racket.
Yeah, tone it down. Shut that down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh. There we go.
I'm just reading through what I missed.
Oh. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and cutting some rocks.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah. We might get some of those polished and ready, and next live we'll start with we'll do a giveaway each live we do each are we gonna be driving on Sunday because we're gonna be coming?
Depends on what time you want to be back.
Yeah. We might do our next live next Monday instead of Sunday because we will be driving. So but we'll get a Bahia polished and we'll do a giveaway.
I'm polishing, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have him polished.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what all I missed, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter.
James has pre-claimed the V-Rock.
Right? That was a nice rock.
It was a nice rock.
So the bloopers, our life is a blooper, I swear.
Yeah. Oh, I need to put it down, I guess. A little more.
So we're gonna be doing this every Monday then, right?
Every Monday, well, every Sunday.
Or Sunday, sorry.
Except for next week because we're gonna be out of town. So.
Is everybody up for that? I mean, was this fun, worthwhile? We'll have a new topic next week.
We'll have a new topic every single week, and we can discuss.
We'll discuss for a few minutes, and then we'll do something different.
Yeah.
We'll go polish.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go Rockhound in our backyard. I
Yeah.
don't know.
We'll do a, we can show you how to use the Richardson's polisher, how that works out.
I can show you how to launch a rock across the room in less than
Yeah.
half a second.
I'm standing behind him because it happens.
Actually, since we got that that backing plate that you talked with Jared about, it has gotten a lot better and a lot easier to polish with, because
Yeah.
it was a pretty rough gig before that periodically. So,
We were going through sanding pads like crazy. He's like, can you buy another 25 of those? I'm like, how many did you use today?
yeah.
23.
What brand do you prefer for blades? For the saw blades?
I buy them from High Tech Diamond.
High Tech Diamond,
Mm-hmm.
thin sintered.
Thin sintered blade. So that's the only one
Jay
that,
Wilson been there, done that.
yeah, that's the only one that
We have
really
used,
works.
yeah, we've used a lot of saw blades.
Yeah.
We've had the agate cutter, which is, supposed to be the best thing out there and whatnot. And
we used that for a while.
it's not a bad blade, but it's wider, so you get a lot of material loss, number one. And honestly, to me, it just didn't cut as well or as smooth as the thin sintered. I mean, I really like the thin sintered blade. It's easy to sharpen. If you don't know how, Jared on Currently Rockhounding has a great video that tells you how to sharpen your saw blades.
Yeah.
That's where I learned it from, and
Yep.
that's what I do. And we've extended the life of our saw blades tremendously.
Oh yeah,
So,
wear them down to the nub.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, it looks like you guys are up for it. So we'll continue to do this. I don't know that we're going to go for an hour and 45 minutes like we did tonight. We just kind of, it's our first one. We kind of segued into the whole research conversation, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll just go as long as we go, just depending on how the conversation goes. 'Cause
Yeah, and we are going to do a live sale very, very soon. We
Yeah.
will announce it. We do have the table all ready. It's just we got to have the time to do it.
yeah,
So,
yeah, it's the time, but I don't know. It's fun for us. We like to share the information, and I don't know. I enjoy the interaction. I really do.
I do too.
You guys are great. We appreciate you 1,000% for just supporting us in the ways that you do, whether you're commenting on our channel, giving us the likes. If you're buying rocks from us, either through the Shopify store, the live sales, contacting us direct and asking, can I get, X number of rocks, kind of thing, whatever. All of it matters, and it means a lot to us, because that's what keeps us wanting to do it, is folks like you.
Yeah.
So that's all I had.
Yep.
Sorry.
All right.
I soapboxed.
I know, you always soapbox.
But that was a good
But
one.
it's okay.
Okay. Hope so.
All right. So, yeah, when we announce the... I know. He's not. He just says that. So when we announce the live sale, I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on YouTube and probably Instagram.
Yeah, and that's the thing on the YouTube thing. Of course, if you subscribe, number one, but number two, hit the notification bell, because you'll get notified just for our channel. It's not for everything else you have on YouTube. That is specific to our channel. And that time, every time Julie's putting something up on YouTube, you're going to know about it. You're going to know about the lives. You'll know about a live sale. You'll know the next video coming out, all those things. So notifications is a huge, huge thing to make sure that you're keeping up with whatever craziness we're up to. So,
Yeah, we're always up to something.
always.
So, all right. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, even though it's just through YouTube.
Well, we've met some of you, and others we hope to meet you soon. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. And we'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye.
bye.
And now here's the fun part of me trying to figure out how to close this down.
You tap the little button. Yeah, that would be the one.
Here's my finger.
You sure you want to stop streaming?
All right. Bye,
Yes.
guys.